don't know about this hack. Like, I feel like it looks a little bit like I've kind of used the wrong undertone concealer. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is all about educational beauty. In today's video, we're going to be trying viral makeup hacks and trends to see if they actually do work. Yes, we're going to be trying them out, talking through it, seeing do they actually work or is it one big lie? So before we head into the video, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. And I'm over on Instagram too, so please don't forget to come say hi over there because I love seeing you guys over there too. So let's jump straight into the video. I've been pretty excited about this video because I love trying out different kind of hacks and trends. And as you guys know, over on TikTok, there are absolutely loads of hacks. Some of them are really stupid, like I'm going to be honest. There are some which make me wonder how the person thought that that was good for their skin or just generally good to apply to the face. So there are some things that I see and I'm like, oh my God, you're crazy. Like, why would you do that? It's not, you know, when you can tell that certain ingredients are going to be extremely bad for the skin or you shouldn't be putting it so close to the eye and the obvious kind of things, you know. But then there are some hacks that really do catch my eye and I think, let me try this and see if this works. So what I really wanted to do today was just kind of like try them out, basically just with you guys, see what is it like, is it gonna work, how is the results, and give you my honest opinion. Because although I do these kind of like hacks and trends and tricks over on kind of Instagram reels, and I'm also doing shorts now, which by the way, how are you guys liking? I really would love to know from you, like, because I'm getting great feedback from you guys. So the more I get, the more I'm gonna kind of do. So please carry on letting me know. So yeah, I do those kind of videos there, but they're very quick, short, snappy videos, and I don't really get to chat to you guys about it. So I thought, let me do a video where we're just kind of like talking about the trends and, well, the hacks that actually do work. Let's see what they turn out like, and we can discuss it. And you know, I can give you a bit more information other than just like a 15-20 second video. So let's get started. Before I start anything though, I do want to kind of just apply my skincare. Now I am going to try this, which is new. I actually only just received this literally today and I was so excited because I haven't actually tried any of the Tatcha products. So I'm trying out the Tatcha skincare line and there's just a few products I'm kind of going to incorporate. I'm going to see what it's like today. If I'm not feeling it today, then I'm obviously not going to use it again. This is the Dewy Serum. It's a plumping and smoothing serum. All sounds great, but let's see, you know, what it's like on the skin. I don't like kind of piling products onto my skin, so I'm just gonna like this. Oh my God, it smells so good. I love products that smell good, but I love it even more when it's not overpowering. You know, I don't like a lot of fragrance in product, but I do like it to be naturally fragrant. That was very good. This I absolutely love. It's a moisturizer, so it's the Dewy Skin Cream, and it has this really cute little look. The thing is that the spatula is like tucked. There's a little clasp for it. I don't know if any of that actually made sense, what came out of my mouth, but there's a little clasp on the lid where you can just put the spatula. And I love that because what happens is you get these kind of like creams and stuff and they send you a spatula and you're like, oh great, that's amazing. But then you don't know where you put it because there's just nothing to hold on to. So impressed. That smells very good. I just like the look of this. It just looks so good. Okay, not too much. See, there you go. I finished with that and now I can just slot in. That's cute. Slot in the little spatula so I don't lose it. This is nice. It feels really nice on the skin. I like it. I mean, it's a dewy cream, so obviously it leaves that type of finish. So let's move on to the first hack. The first hack is something you've probably already seen. It's foundation in water. So I did try this, but I want to just redo this as if, you know, it's all brand new because I have tried it, but I want to really talk you guys through it and explain if it works and how it feels on the skin and give you my honest opinion. So I've got my glass of water ready right here. Now we're going to get the foundation. I'm going to get my Tarte Face Tape foundation. And what I'm going to be doing is just kind of like putting, I think, 2 pumps. I did have some comments on one of the shorts or the reel that I did, and I had a couple of people say, oh, you're gonna waste so much foundation that way. Actually, whatever is in here is what I used. So even when I did do it before, I ended up using all of it. So you don't actually end up wasting it. If anything, none of it kind of gets stuck to the glass. It's just kind of like sitting there, so you actually end up using all of it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just getting like a brush. This is like a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna grab the product. There, you can see it's all on the brush there. Let's just take off that excess water, because last time when I tried it, I had water all over my face. And then what we're gonna do is just kind of like swipe it on the face so it's all there. Let me just get the rest. Okay, I think there's like a little bit left in that glass. That's about it. Now you can actually blend this in with whatever you want, a brush or a sponge or your fingers. I used a sponge when I did the hack on my kind of reels and shorts, but I'm actually going to try a brush today. So I'm using my Sigma Multitasker F47 brush. This is probably one of the best foundation brushes that I've used. If you want to grab this, you can get discount of it because I got you a code. It's Nina Ubhi 10. Just head over. The link is actually in my description. So if you want to check out any of the products I'm using in this video, just head down there and all the links will take you to the products. And if they're not the exact products, it's because I couldn't find it. So I've sent you to the closest one. This one you're going to find on there, and I'm just going to start kind of like buffing this in. And I'm just kind of like spreading it over my face. I've already got a tiny bit of concealer on my eyelids, but nothing on the under eye. I was really impressed when I first tried this hack. Like, it really does. I don't know what it is, but the foundation just like, it just gives you a much better finish than when you put it on just straight from the pump. Can you see just how this is just like gliding on? It just literally is just gliding all over my face, and I love the finish. You know, usually like you'd have to kind of like build it up. I feel like you don't need to do that with this technique. This is foundation in water. And what do you guys think of this hack? Have you tried it? And if you have, let me know what you think. And if you're about to try it, I would highly recommend it because I think you're going to be pretty impressed. Foundation in general, kind of like it glides on really nicely. It seems to have like a little bit less oil, so it's not as kind of like oily when you're gliding it over the skin. It gives a little bit more of a kind of demi-matte finish. It has that slight glistening to it, but it's definitely not as wet looking as what it would be when I put it on from the foundation bottle. And also I feel like it leaves like a tacky finish. So yeah, it's more of a tacky finish. So it's not like, you don't get that kind of like fingerprint when you are touching your skin. Like it just is kind of like really absorbed into the skin, which is great. And I also feel like, again, don't put too much of the product into the glass, otherwise you will end up wasting it. But you know how much you normally need, right? So just 1 pump or 2 pumps, however much you usually need. But honestly, I feel like this gives a great finish. It might be a bit messy to do every day, to be honest. I don't think it's really practical, but it does give you a really great finish. Like if I look close up into the mirror, I feel like I can't really see an obvious foundation look, although it always looks like that when you don't have the rest of your face done. And I'm focusing just on my skin. I feel like it's perfected my skin. It kind of like becomes less oily. But the test is it transfer proof? Because what they say is your foundation it's basically a transfer proof finish. We are going to try that. Let me know if you want me to do this and then leave it on all day and take you around with me for another little vlog so you can kind of like see whether it lasts. Okay, so we've got a tissue and I haven't put any powder on this. I think if you were to do this, I don't think you're really going to want to put powder on top because it gives a really nice skin, like healthy skin finish. But anyway, so we've got a very slight amount of transfer. So I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but there's a very, very slight amount. It's not like a lot, and it hasn't actually made a difference on that side of my face, but it's very minimal considering. Like if I had put this foundation on without putting it in water, I feel like I would have ended up getting that kind of oily residue and that would have come off onto the tissue, but yeah, you don't get it. So okay, that is the first hack. So I personally like it. I think it gives you a really nice seamless finish to the skin. I think it is definitely something that you guys should try and then let me know what you guys think. And if you do try it, why don't you film it, put it up as a reel, or put it on your stories or something, and just get in on the action. So, okay, next one. Concealer and blush on the under eyes. I've tried this, and I feel like it is really important what kind of blush you use. Like, you want to make sure you're using a blush which isn't going to dry too quickly. It's got to obviously be liquid. Like, I don't think you'll get the same kind of result if you're using like a cream stick, because I feel like those kind of take a bit longer to really buff into the skin and leave more of a kind of oily-ish kind of finish. Now, what the whole point of this is that it gives you a really nice kind of blushed, flushed look on the under eye area. So a lot of people have been doing this, and I have actually not seen many darker skin tones try this, so that's why I was so intrigued in wanting to try this. It does actually look good, but you've just got to pick the right blush shade if you have darker skin, because obviously the lighter blushes are just not gonna it's just gonna look weird. So you need to choose a slightly brighter blush. Now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I'm just gonna apply this how I would usually. So just on this under eye area there. Now I'm going to get my Rare Beauty liquid blush in Grace, and all I'm going to do is just kind of like put a little dot there and a little dot there, right? This is where we're going to start blending it in, and we can really see what's going to happen. I'm using my beauty blender, and it's damp as usual, and I'm just very softly kind of buffing this in. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it so clearly, but it's very light pink kind of finishing on my under eyes. Okay, let's go to the other side. I don't know about this hack. Like, I feel like it looks a little bit like I've kind of used the wrong undertone concealer on my under eyes. Like, in which case, why would I not use just a pink undertone concealer, if you see what I mean? So I feel like this does kind of work a bit better on paler skin tones, but it depends how you dress up the rest of your face, I think. Now, I really just want to kind of set my face before I carry on, and then we can carry on with the other hacks. So I'm just gonna like press my palette. I'm just gonna use my usual kind of like Huda Beauty banana bread. And then I'm just dusting this off. Okay, so we've got the blush concealer on the under eye area. It's supposed to give you that really nice kind of like flush look. Tell me what you guys think. I'm a bit unsure about this one, because I feel like I just keep looking at myself thinking that I've put a pink concealer on my under eyes. And I don't know if that's probably annoying me more, because obviously I'm not pink undertone. I have more of a olive to very subtle yellow undertone. So maybe that's what it is. Like, maybe if you try it, it would actually suit you really well. So if you do try this, let me know. I'm not sold on this one, I'm gonna be honest. So the next one is a transparent eyeliner look. So it's a trend more than a well, it kind of is slightly a hack as well. And I actually have done this many, many years ago when I used to do a lot more kind of editorial work for magazines and stuff. It is something that I love, and I haven't really done it recently, but I thought, you know what, it's a good trend, and I'm glad that it's kind of come back round. And it does look really, really nice if you do it properly, because I have seen some videos where it isn't really executed in the best way. I still give them props for even trying, because it's not the easiest kind of like trend to master. But you know, I do think that you want to practice it so that it does look great when you actually are great at it. Right, before we start the next one, I have just very quickly added a bit of bronzer, done my lips and done my brows, because I feel like I just wanted to finish off those bits that we're not really going to be showcasing today. So it just brings everything together, and then I feel like you can see what every kind of hack looks like as a finished result, other than obviously the first and second one, because we couldn't really do that. As I said, or I'm not sure if I did say it, but I am going to just kind of like put a wash of color over my eyelids, because I want to do that really nice kind of invisible eyeliner trend. And I'm going to be using a few different colors. One of them is actually a lip color, but I quite like it for the eyes, so I'm going to use it there. So I'm going to use my Sigma E49 medium tapered blending brush, and this is my Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Lip Color in Boho. And all I'm doing is just basically painting over my whole lid with this first. So you can see we've got it all over the lid, and with my blending brush, I'm just going to start blending, like buffing the edges in. This is going to give me a really nice wash of color. And I like that this gives like a very slight kind of tacky finish to the lid, because I feel like anything else you put on, you can really kind of like, it sticks to it. And I'm just dragging out the side just a little bit. It's super easy to blend, and this brush is so good with kind of like creamy products. Okay, now that we've got a wash of color, what I am going to do is just add the smallest amount on the under eye area, because I do want it to kind of like go all the way around. And you can be really messy with this because it's not a dark color. It's like really easy to blend in. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in Copper Foil. I'm basically going to apply this just on the middle of the lid a little bit and then buff that in with the same brush. I feel like you can build this up, but what I love, I don't want that spotlight look. I want it to give like a veil of kind of like sheen over the whole lid, and it's really wearable. Like, I really like that. That's nice. It's not so flat or matte now. Don't try and like be so precise with it. Just blend. And when I'm saying blending, you guys know how much I have honestly gone on and on about how to blend through all my videos. Like, you just want to kind of buff it in. You can see how I'm constantly pressing, right? You can add this in other areas like the inner corner or the underside of the lower lash line, wherever you feel like you want that little bit of kind of like shimmer. I've got like another color, which is Rustic Grotto. I'm going to apply this along the end here. Let me start with this lid. There, literally just covered the end of the eyelid. Next, I'm going to just apply some mascara. So I'm just going to very quickly curl my lashes. And I'm just adding my mascara. One of my favorite mascaras when I'm not wearing false lashes. This is the Byredo Space Black. Well worth the money, guys. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Such a nice mascara. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is using a concealer to create a flick without actually drawing a flick, if you see what I mean. Let's get started. Now I'm going to use, I don't want to use a concealer which is like overly white. So I'm actually going to use a different concealer. I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer because this is a little bit closer to my skin tone. I don't want it to be super white, you know, so I'm just basically going to cover my brush with that. Now the brush that I'm using is a Sigma E15 flat definer brush. It's a great brush for something like this. Now you don't want too much product on the brush, because if you put too much product on, it's just going to look very wetty and we don't want that. So we're going to we can build it up if we need to. You can always build up. Don't forget that. Don't go all in all of a sudden. Now I've coated it. And what I'm going to be doing is kind of like drawing a line of drawing the eyeliner and then blending it out from underneath. So what I'm doing is not trying to fill it in. I'm trying to leave it empty. Basically draw the outline of the eyeliner, and then the outline is going to be with the concealer blended out into the skin, which is why I always think it's better to use something which is a little bit close to your skin color. So let's get started. So can you see I've like drawn that line there, and this is another reason why I think it works really well when you've already got like a wash of color on the eyes. And can you see I'm just dragging it down? It's actually a really nice subtle look, you know, if you don't want to wear eyeliner. I like to just press over it if I feel like I've got, you know, a little bit too much concealer. I want it to be a little bit more faint. There you go. So that's the first thing. Can you see how that's like we're sculpting, we're cutting. So hopefully that will make sense to you. So now what I'm going to do is do the top part of it. So can you see we've drawn a little line there? You can see that, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to drag that upwards. Same thing as we did at the bottom. And the trick is to make sure that it doesn't look like there's loads of concealer there. And as you can see, we've basically cut an eyeliner. It's like an outline, and we've left the middle part because there's already a bit of color there anyway. You can do this anyway. There's already a little bit of color there. Oh my God, my word's not coming out. There's already a little bit of color there anyway, because obviously I put some eyeshadow kind of cream pencil stuff on. But if you don't want to, that's fine. You can do this without any eye color underneath as well, and it looks really good that way too. So I just wanted to show you so that you have the option of it. But I really like this type of look, and I feel like you can make it a little bit more kind of drastic as well if you want. So let me just do the other side. Okay, so that one's done, and I hope you've enjoyed that one. I think it's something that you can easily do as well. It's quite a nice little trend there. The next one is going to be the lower lashes, which is the Selena Gomez eyelash hack. So let's try this out. I think I used to do this when I was younger. I think I used to do it on the other way around though. I used to use the tweezers to separate my lashes after my mascara was put on so that they look like perfectly kind of defined. But anyway, we're going to try this. So what I'm going to do is get my mascara, apply this to my lower lashes. Now, I'm actually not going to do the other side first because I feel like, oh God, I need to just poke my eye out. I feel like this needs to be a little bit wet when doing it. So I've applied my mascara there. I am going to put it on the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to squeeze below the lashes so that they're kind of like clumped together. Okay, what do you guys think? I mean, it's just a look really, isn't it? It's not like, wow, you know, it's just a look. But I mean, it's a nice look. It's like a slightly clumpy look. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure. I can like, as I'm looking down, I can see clumpiness. And I'm not liking the feel of it. Like, I just don't like that. Like, I feel like I need to take it off. It's annoying me. Okay, not happening. Plus, I've got mascara all over my tweezers now. Okay, how do we do this? No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna deal with it till the end of the video. Okay, the next one is pretty interesting. I mean, I've done it before as well on editorial shoots, because when you are a makeup artist and you do a lot of shoots and you're more on the editorial side, you are way more kind of like experimental with your products, you know? It's not something that is just new. Like, I know I preach a lot about it on this channel, but that's because I've kind of gone through so many years in this industry learning things like that, or just experimenting myself. And I really want you guys to feel like you can do that too. It's not just for, you know, editorial makeup artists or pro makeup artists. So I really want you guys to do it too, but it is something that I've been doing for a very, very long time. I just, right from day one, I never understood why you had to color in the lines. So this is something that, you know, I've done before. I still do sometimes if I want to get that really nice kind of finish or color. I haven't done it for a long time, so let's see how it goes. It's basically applying a blush over your usual lip combo so that you can see what the finish is like, and apparently it gives you a really nice finish. So let's go. Now, I've got my normal lipstick on and my lip liner, so from what I know, it gives you a really nice kind of like satiny finish. Let's use my Sigma blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a beauty blender and do this. So I'm just going to get like the side of my beauty blender. I've got beauty blender here. I'm just going to like buff in the powder. I am going to apply this on here, on my lips. I wasn't expecting it to look so good. I really like this color. This is a really nice, this is like that really perfect kind of, what's the color? Like fleshy, rosy, fleshy color. That's really nice. Look at that, so nice. The weird thing about this, well, the great thing about this is when you apply it with a sponge, I feel like don't focus so much on trying to keep it in the lines. Like, don't try and like really kind of like get in there. Just go all out. And you'll see that it gives you this really nice blurred line effect on the lip line. And it just looks a bit more kind of lived in. It doesn't look so like perfectly executed, if you see what I mean. It looks really good. So what do you think of all of these hacks? Did you like any of them? Have you tried any of them? Are you gonna try any of them? And if you do, then please let me know, because I'd love to know how it worked for you. I always find these kind of like hacks are good because it gives you an indication of what kind of suits you. It gives you a chance to try something different, and you never know, it might work for you and you might end up becoming super creative and change it around a little bit and make up your own hack. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more hacks and more viral kind of like trends and things, let me know in the comments box below, because I would love to know from you. And yeah, I am gonna go away right now and just clean up my lower lashes because I'm not feeling that look. Everything else I'm loving. So what did you think of these hacks and these like trends? Did you enjoy it? Do you want to see more of it? Let me know in the comments box below. And as always, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.